Hello and welcome to Watch Companion. I am Jason and today we have a super unique watch. This is the Jacob & Co. Epic X Producer Michael watch in titanium. There is so much going on and I am really excited to talk about this. We're gonna start with the general elements of the Epic X, and then we will go into what makes this watch limited edition and so different. Jacob & Co. is an international luxury jewelry company. They are similar to brands like Cartier and Tiffany's in a way that they produce jewelry and timepieces. But unlike the former companies, Jacob & Co. also stands apart by that their merchandise can range into the multi-million-dollar range. They also are a relatively new company, being founded only in about 1986. Let's begin. As you can see, this watch is skeletonized, which means we can see the movement, and the rose gold finish on this, it's just stunning. On the bottom, that pulsating thing is the balance wheel. This is often colloquially called the heartbeat of the watch. When the power depletes, the balance wheel will stop. The source of power comes from winding the crown. Looking at the top of the watch, that gold circle is the barrel. As we wind the crown, the mainspring inside gets tighter. The movement of a watch is very complicated, and maybe in the future I'll make a much more in-depth video about how it works. Don't worry, it's still fun just to look at even if we don't know what's happening. Okay, so this is a large watch, which is not too abnormal at all for Jacob & Co. This Epic X is 44 millimeters. Now, you know, the idea of wearing a 44 millimeter watch, at first it really concerned me. I'm used to the typical 40 millimeter watch, or even smaller for formal watches. On my wrist though, it actually is not too bad. My wrist, it's about 7-ish inches and it seems to fit well. This watch is made out of black PVD titanium. And if you're curious, titanium is just as strong as steel, but 50% lighter. For this reason, it is a more costly metal to work with. And you know, just for those who are curious, here are some more details about the more specifics of this watch. Pairing this with a fenestrated rubber strap, this watch does not have much weight to it. The honeycomb openings, of course, is a style element, but it also allows heat release from your wrist. There are also many other rubber colors and even leather options as well. They do come with a pricey cost though. Each strap costs about $650. This watch normally comes factory with a rubber and a leather strap. Unfortunately, the leather straps are still in production, so I do not have one here to show you. But the good news is that means there will be an update video with more straps. One style element I really love about this watch are the hidden X's. So again, this is the Epic X. And from my limited use of this watch, I've spotted 2 structural X's. Before I tell you, do you see them? Okay, the first one is more obvious, is the lugs. The second is the inside supports of the balance wheel and barrel. Going back to the movement, it really is so stunning. It is a JCAM 02 caliber and gives power for about 48 hours, but in my limited experience with this watch, it's gone a little bit more than that. There's a lot of good elements to this movement. Just simply how the barrel and balance wheel are aligned perfectly in the middle. It's just so brilliant. The rose gold makes it pop even more. I do have some things though to say about the movement. You may have not realized, but there's no second hand. At first, this, was really shocking to me, but honestly, when I wear watches, I never set the second hand anyways, so it's gonna be inaccurate anyway. The next thing I think should be improved is they should have a rotor weight. What this really means is, no matter if I wear the watch or not, the watch will run out in 2 days. If the watch has this rotor, it would only run out of power if I didn't wear it. Okay, let's get to the fun part, what makes this watch a limited edition. This is, of course, again, the Producer Michael edition, and the elements I'm going to say embody Producer Michael. Producer Michael is a flamboyant and colorful dressing individual, and to show this, there is a rainbow ring. I really find this element to be so much fun. Producer Michael is a pseudonym. His real name is Michael Blakey. As you could guess from his, nickname, he is a music producer. So the hands are actually mini drumsticks. The only thing I would suggest about these drumstick hands is I wish the tips were luminescent. So if it's dark out, you really can't see anything on this watch. In my experience of other watches, when they have luminescence, it's usually a whitish color anyway. So being the tips of these hands are white, I don't think it would have been too hard to use luminescent paint. The next subtle element that makes this limited edition is on the inner case. So if we look closer, there is a Producer Michael logo, and it's basically, a P and M drawn together. Both the front and the back of the case is sapphire glass with an anti-reflective coating. Now on the back, I've been told that every single Producer Michael watch has been individually signed and has a sweat-resistant layer over the signature. That is really cool. I am a little bit skeptical about this though. If each was individually signed, I can say though that taking my finger over the text, I do not feel any indentation or grooves, so you cannot scratch it off from what I can tell so far. This is a very limited production watch. There are only 100 of these watches that will be produced. Although they are limited edition, they are not numbered, and it's kind of a turnoff to me. I was told the reason they are not numbered is because many clients would state they will only buy the watch if they get a specific numbered watch, like 7 or 13, and they wouldn't buy it otherwise. I get it, why the company did this, but I still wish the watches were numbered. This is mainly because when I bought this watch, I was told this is the very first one that has been sold. So, it would have been really cool if this was number 1 out of 100. Last thing, the MSRP is $20,000, but you can probably negotiate to get this cheaper. Okay, I really hope you enjoyed seeing this watch, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Time to go play.